Let's get down to it. Let's get dirty. Let's get frisky. Let's get down to the blog. Hey guys, this is Gotta Love Breath. I just got back from doing a double whammy of a double feature the other day. I went to go see Where the Wild Things Are, and I went to go see Zombieland. And both of my opinions on both of those are rather controversial, but I'll leave those for another time. Not really controversial more than they're just... I have a feeling I'm going to get slammed by numerous people, including Brett, who apparently I don't like anything he likes, and he doesn't like anything I like, and so we tend to get into giant E-wars about it over Facebook or over YouTube. It's delightful. You should totally see it. It's like, I just wish you could see our day-to-day conversations of, why the hell didn't you like Zombieland? Oh, whoops, I said I didn't like Zombieland. Anyways, lately, things have been rather blah for me. My 3 classes so far this semester have been extremely easy. I mean, as in easy as in you hardly have to do anything, which has been a rather disappointment because honestly, I like to be overstressed more than I do understressed. It sounds rather odd, but I like being challenged in my homework, and lately, it's just like, you can get away with slacking off for so long and then still get an A. It's kind of irksome a little bit. Well, I don't really slack off. It's just not very challenging. There's no like, oh my goodness, am I going to get an A? Am I going to get an A? Oh my goodness, it's going to be a fight for my life, which is what I love in a class sometimes. Sometimes it freaks me out, but at other times when it's like when you bump up a video game to the hardest difficulty, and when you get past that one particular level with like the super uber boss, you feel really good about yourself. That's how I feel when I get like a B or an A in an extremely difficult class. I feel like a badass. It's like, oh yeah, give me a high five. Woo, yeah, I actually passed the class alive. That's like playing BioShock on the hardest difficulty. On the PS3 version, mind you. Both the Xbox and the PC version don't have the hardest difficulty that the PS3 version has that they added on. So, we get a special privilege for once. We of the PS3 that doesn't get enough exclusives. Although lately, we've gotten some really awesome stuff like Demon's Souls, which... it's an amazing looking RPG. Anybody who hasn't looked that up yet, Demon's Souls looks pretty awesome. I've heard it's extremely difficult though, and you will die numerous times. But lately, I've been a bit weird when it comes to dying a lot in video games. I've actually been enjoying it. I bumped up Half-Life 2, which I sucked at as it is. I'm not very good at first-person shooters. I bumped it up all the way up to hard, and I'm like getting my butt handed back to me all the time on the game, but it's so much fun because there's usually will be a room that you can't get past, and you'll just die over and over and over and over and over, and you can see like your blood splatter all over the floor. But then when you get past that part, oh, the feeling of elation is unlike anything that I think I can possibly describe. I feel so good about myself over wasting time playing a video game. It's an art form. It's so amazing. And Half-Life 2, still to this very day, is an extremely impressive game. Never beaten it, so don't give me any spoilers. Don't spoil me, because even though I spoil everybody all the time, I don't like being spoiled myself. So please, no comments about what did you think about the ending, or this, and this, or what did you think about so-and-so dying, and I'll be like, no, don't tell me! Lies! They're all lies! But I still cannot possibly comprehend what's going on in that story. I never played Half-Life 1, and so I'm just playing through Half-Life 2 going, okay, what the heck is going on? Most of the time, I don't know who any of the characters are, and there's a natural assumption like, hey, it's me, remember me from Black Mesa? And I couldn't help but go, what the heck is Black Mesa? I don't know. Please tell me, game. And you end up picking up on the stuff as you go along, but it's like, at first, it's a bit like, okay, I love the fact that there's like no catch-up for me as far as a new gamer to this game. Reminds me of like how people must have felt when playing Kingdom Hearts 2, when it's like, if you hadn't played Chain of Memories or the first game, it must have been impossible to be like, to figure out what the heck is going on at the beginning of that game. It's like, all you could probably get is like, okay, those kids like sea salt ice cream. Okay, could you give us something a little bit more here? Something to like, help me? No, of course not. Game developers always figure that you've already spent 100 hours playing and replaying the first game. I mean, I forgot tidbits from the first game, which became important in the second game, and I was like, oh, I am so confused. Ever so lost. Please, King Mickey, guide me. Guide my feet. But, ooh, that's one of my favorite games. I just get shudders even thinking about Kingdom Hearts 2. Eek, it's just so much fun slashing Heartless and doing a lot of heartless things to Heartless and watching them as they dissolve into a puddle of nothingness. And you can tell whenever I blog like this, I need to come up with some topics again. Somebody, give me a list here. This is my... I'm going to continue blogging like nonstop again for about 5 days, and then I'm going to disappear into a pool of nothingness where you can never find me again. But that's the way Gotta Love Breath usually rolls, but lately I'm actually planning to start an actual consistent schedule that will mesh in with my normal day-to-day life. So you can look forward to that, hopefully. But it's all lies, most likely. You all know that it's already lies. Anyways, I just wanted to update my profile a little bit. I love talking to my microphone. I love the sound of my own voice. So this is Gotta Love Breath, and I am signing out. I will now scribble down 5 or 6 blog topics that will actually be worth listening to. All right, adios.